Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the hardest part of an engineering degree. It isn't the math and it isn't the labs, it's the vocabulary. Imagine you're a college student in Biomaterials 313 course. You're staring at a textbook trying to memorize the difference between a neutrophil and a macrophage. You're trying to recall if ceramics are bioactive or bioinert, or exactly when fibrous encapsulation helps the device versus when it kills it. Currently, students have two choices: boring flashcards or reading dense academic papers until they fall asleep. We are losing engagement in one of the most critical STEM fields because the study tools are stuck in the 19th century. So what's the solution? We have BioWho. We have taken the beloved nostalgic mechanics of the classic Guess Who board game and re-engineered it into a high-octane study tool for the next generation of biomedical engineers. It's a competitive face-to-face seductive reasoning game. It features 24 clickable doors hiding key biomaterial concepts for hydrogels and stents to complex immune responses like foreign body reactions.
So how does this work? The gameplay is familiar, but the strategy is college level. Teams use our dual slider system to secretly select two concepts, like platelets and titanium. And this is where the magic happens. You can't just ask, does it look like a rock? You have to ask deep technical questions based on our course curriculum. Does your material promote protein absorption? Is your concept involved in coagulation cascade? Is your material susceptible to corrosion or fatigue? The player eliminates options by flipping doors until they isolate the opponent's concept, and the first to correctly identify the biomaterial wins.
Here's why BioWho is a winner in the college market. Active recall over passive reading. To play the game, you must know the definitions. You have to know that hydrogels swell in water, but ceramics are brittle. You have to know that biofilms resist antibiotics. The game forces students to apply their knowledge instantly. It turns a study session into a social event. The cheat sheet ecosystem. The game comes with a comprehensive cited cheat sheet covering 4 major verticals: materials, definitions, biological responses, blood and thrombosis, and devices. This makes the game a standalone textbook replacement. It's an exam review guide disguised as a game night. Visual dissociation. We've built a clever rule. You cannot ask about the picture. You can only ask about the science. This forces students to stop relying on visual cues and start relying on technical specs. Exactly what you need to do in a clinical or lab setting. Scalability. The board is physical, but the concepts are modular.
We're sitting at the intersection of nostalgia and rigorous STEM education. College students are desperate for ways to make studying less painful and more social, and professors are desperate for tools that drive engagement. BioWho isn't just a game. It's a simulation of the diagnostic process. So let's help students flip the door shut on failing grades. Who's ready to play? For the BioWho game setup, each team has a game board with 24 doors that each have a picture of a biomaterials-related concept or item behind them. Additionally, there are 2 columns of 12 above the doors that players can use to choose the biomaterials they would like the other team to guess. So how do you play? Each team selects 2 biomaterials concepts using the sliders at the top and the 2 columns at the top of the game board. Teams then take turns asking each other yes or no questions to narrow down which concept the other team chose. Teams may not ask questions pertaining to the pictures used to represent each concept. The pictures are strictly for the format of the game and are not representative of the actual course content. After asking a question, teams can flip the door closed on concepts they believe are not what has been chosen by the other team. The first team to correctly identify the 2 concepts chosen by the other team is the winner. And this game can be repeated multiple times with different concepts being chosen. If you get stuck, you can refer to our sample questions or the corresponding cheat sheet to brush up on the biomaterials terms.